beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be unboxing my order from Vitamin Shoppe. Yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about vitamins because of the time of year. Here's the deal. So, physicians don't necessarily recommend vitamins. At least this is what my mother has told me over the years. And I didn't really believe her at first. And now I believe her. And the reason why physicians usually do not recommend vitamins is because you're supposed to get most of the nutrients from your diet. And even me, like somebody who's plant-based, I only need to take like 2 vitamins, you know, I don't need to take all these different supplements. So that being said, like that's kind of the goal, I think, and the reason why a lot of physicians don't advocate for vitamins or multivitamins or any of that supplement stuff. Another reason, especially as we approach the winter, I'm not going to say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Vitamin C in particular does not prevent viruses like the flu or other strains of viruses. But the thing is, this is like my argument to taking vitamins around this time of year, because like taking a vitamin is good for you, okay? Like you really can't necessarily overdose on something like vitamin C. It just gets flushed out. But the thing is, what I argue is that when you take a vitamin like vitamin C, chemically speaking, yes, it does not prevent you from catching COVID-19. It does not prevent you from catching the flu. But the thing is that there's a psychological component to medicine that a lot of people kind of don't talk about. It's the same exact idea like music therapy. A lot of patients who receive music therapy pre and post operation, they heal better and faster and stronger than somebody who maybe needs music therapy but does not obtain it pre and post op. So vitamins are the same way, especially taking vitamin C. There's a psychological idea of, oh, I took vitamin C, I'm stronger. And then, you know, if you get sick, or if, you know, you get a stuffy nose, or you don't feel well, like you get body aches, then it's like, okay, well, I'm going to take vitamin C and I'm going to feel better. And it's like, even if you do end up catching the flu, when you take a vitamin like vitamin C, your body thinks that you're stronger and thinks that it can fight off the virus, even though chemically speaking, it doesn't necessarily line up. But hey, I'm all about the mind games, okay? But believe me, like if you feel better, then you're gonna do better. So that's my little spiel about vitamins. Yes, I understand. I took chemistry, I took biochem. I understand that vitamins are not going to relieve you of a medical condition. They're not going to help you with the flu. They're not going to help necessarily if you have a chemical imbalance and you need full-fledged medicine. But there is a psychological component to taking vitamins that a lot of people don't think about. And that's why I wanted to talk about it. And yes, I will be one of those physicians who probably advocates for vitamins. Not that I would sell people products, but like, oh, it's flu season, you should probably take a vitamin C, you know? My physician actually does this. She, like, you know, she'll talk about medicine and stuff, but she does talk about using like peppermint oil or valerian root. A valerian root. See, I always pronounce it wrong because my mother pronounces it incorrectly. But she advocates for taking vitamins, a multivitamin, an iron protein supplement if needed. Again, it's if needed. It's not like recommended on the daily that I take it because I don't necessarily need it. But so yeah, so I don't know. I like that approach. I don't like the all or nothing, because people aren't all or nothing. There's a lot that goes on chemically inside somebody, and if you have a condition like the flu, you're going to need something a lot stronger than vitamin C. However, vitamin C isn't going to harm anything. So that's my spiel. Let's dive in and talk about the vitamins that I have, and then I'll show you guys the vitamins that I ordered. I get this shipment every 3 months, but today I ordered some special different stuff. So this is what I have so far, and this is what I use. Let's just dive in first of all to the B12, because we all know that I use B12. Like, that's not an uncommon thing. So here, this is what I have. I have 2 different types of B12, because this is the one I usually order, but they were out of it one shipment. So now I have 2, which is great because I keep one in the car. You know, I love B12. It's like my happy pill personally. It makes me feel so much better. I did take my blood, I got my blood drawn to test my levels. And my levels of B12 are actually fine if I don't take the supplement, but taking the supplement actually makes me cognitively aware and stronger in school. So that's why I like to take it. But this one is the under the tongue. Under the tongue is the best type of B12. This is the pill form, but I'm sure that if you were rich enough and you could get the little droplet kind, that would probably be most ideal. And this is just the regular pills, which are fine. It's better than nothing, but I like the under the tongue a lot better. The nice part about Vitamin Shoppe is that most of their vitamins, let me see, it usually says it here. Yeah. Most of their store brand vitamins are gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, nut-free. Of course, you run that risk of that whole, like, I don't really know what it's called, but like the plastic around the pill sometimes can be like, I don't know, gelatin or something like that. I don't know. I don't really care, because like it's hard. You can't get rid of everything, okay? You just drive yourself crazy. So that's B12. That's most important. My other favorite is activated charcoal. I don't necessarily have to take this every day. Sometimes I'll do one. It depends on like if I've gone to the bathroom. But like this, it helps for my digestion. If you have normal digestion, you do not have to take this ever. Even after a hangover, a lot of people take this stuff. You don't have to do it. Okay, I just have like horrible digestion, so sometimes I need a little boost. Plus, like, this is pretty good if you're sick too. I take it when I'm sick. Okay, now we have some other things, which again, I don't recommend. I have these just for safe measures, because at one point, and I'm sure it's going to happen again, I worked nights. I'm going to have to work nights in the future. That's what happens when you work in healthcare. So I have 2 different types of alert pills. I haven't really used either of them. So I have ginseng. This is from the dollar store. This is if you're going to choose an alert pill, this is probably the one to do it. Ginseng in a pill is fine. It's just, if I drink it in tea, I will fall asleep. Like I've had white tea with ginseng. I've had green tea with ginseng. I've had the Celestial Seasonings has like a green tea infused with ginseng, which is the best. That's the most ideal one for me, because I love Celestial Seasonings. It tastes great, but like ginseng makes me fall asleep if I have it in tea. I don't know. But ginseng, this pill, does make me more alert, and it doesn't make you alert in like a negative way. Like for me, I can still fall asleep. I'm always sleep deprived, so I can definitely fall asleep at any time. So we have here this product, even though this is a dollar store vitamin, this product says that it doesn't have what is it? Artificial colors, peanuts, tree nuts, wheat, gluten, soy. It's pretty clean. I mean, like the facility processes products with, you know, it always says that, but the facility processes products with milk or milk continents, but there's no milk in here. So just FYI, you can get vitamins at the dollar store. Not that they're like the best vitamins ever, but if it's something like this that you don't really use, but you might need, get it. And then here's the Stay Awake. This is pretty darn strong, okay? So like, when I worked nights and I would, let me think. I worked nights. Let's say I got up at like 1 in the afternoon and I did my homework and then I went to the gym and then did errands and then it was, you know, 10 o'clock and then I had the night shift ahead of me, then I wouldn't have a cup of coffee because this is equivalent to having a cup of coffee. I wouldn't have coffee. I would have this. Excuse me. And then I would drink lots of water, and sometimes I would have like green tea, which green tea has caffeine, but it doesn't have as much as black tea. And it worked. But the thing is that you do crash with this stuff. And yeah, and when I would use this when I was working nights, I crashed around 6 in the morning, which is fine because then my shift ended at 7 and I was going to go home and fall asleep. It was always really difficult to like drive home after the night shift. That's like something people don't tell you, that like when you drive home after a night shift, it's like very difficult, especially when you're on the crash and you don't want to have a cup of coffee because like you're going home to go to sleep. So if you work night shifts, use this wisely. Try to not use it or rely on it because it helps you stay awake. It doesn't raise, or at least for me, it didn't raise my blood pressure as much as I anticipated, but you do crash and you have to make sure that you time it appropriately with your body. So yeah, there's that. I also have calcium and, no, I'm sorry. This is, what is this? No, calcium carbonate and D3, just because I live on the East Coast and I don't get outside that much. And then, of course, kava, which I'm almost finished with this. So let's dive into our unboxing here. Okay. I got a couple of coupons. Not that I'm going to buy any of this stuff. I've never heard of this stuff. Collagen I've definitely seen before. I don't really like collagen protein. I gotta be honest with you guys. Like, I've used it maybe like for 5 days and it made my lips like, they didn't look plump, they felt plump, and I didn't really like that. So here is what I got. I love how Vitamin Shoppe delivers. I didn't put any of this stuff on auto delivery. Oh, no. Okay, this is the right one. Okay, good. Just because I was ordering it once. Okay. First thing, probiotic. A normal person doesn't need to get this, but I do. This is one of the supplements. It's so B12 and probiotic are the 2 vitamins that I need to take. The 2 supplements that I need to take. Now, if I lived in a different country, I probably wouldn't need to take probiotic. But like here in America, probiotic is not a part of our daily diet for some reason. Food, like, okay, American goes to a barbecue and there's pickles, and pickles are a probiotic, right? But like if you go to a barbecue and you have a hamburger and you have pickles, how many pickles are you really having? 2? That's not sufficient for me. I need to have like half of my fist size of probiotic. This much probiotic, and it would need to be a certain, like here it says 4 billion, like it would need to be 4 billion. So I don't think, how am I supposed to get that from a food? I mean, I eat sauerkraut, that's fine, but like you know what I'm saying? If you go out to eat and you order an American dish, you're probably not going to be getting the said probiotics. And that's fine for some people, but that's not okay for my digestion. It's made it pretty darn clear. So I have two different probiotics here. This one I don't necessarily like. And then this one I like. It needs, for me, it needs to have 4 billion. This one's 13, so this one's too much. And what that means is it's just all the different types. Yeah, here we go. All the different types of live probiotic in the supplement. So sometimes less is more. Sometimes more is better. It depends on your internal stuff that's going on. For me, it's 4, and it has to be within like this range of different types of live cultures. Whereas like this one, it's just too much, and then when there's too much probiotic, then I get bloated. It's like there's not enough. If I take 3 billion, it's not enough and I get bloated. If I take 13 billion, it's too much and I get bloated. So it's like 4. I need 4 billion. And again, this is one of those things where I have to take it in the morning, I have to take it at night, and then I have to eat a probiotic food during the day because my digestion's really messed up. But a normal person wouldn't have to do that. So, next one I got was a valerian root. I haven't opened this one yet. This is to replace the kava because it was cheaper. But with valerian root, one thing that I heard is that it doesn't go into full effect automatically. Like, so, and I got 450 milligrams. So, valerian root, like, you take it and then it takes a little bit of time to kick in. Whereas for this, for me, I often had to take 400 milligrams because this is 200. So I had to take 2 pills, and then it will kick in like 15 minutes before bed. Apparently it takes like 30 minutes. This is what I've heard. I haven't opened it yet. I haven't tried it. And it's 450 milligrams. Apparently too much valerian root could cause reverse effects. Just to let you guys know. So I got the lower dosage. And then with these pills, you know, you can always break them up, which is my next topic, my vitamin C. This is like the best vitamin C ever, ever, ever. It's super expensive. I'm going to actually open it up. Yeah, most of my budget went to this, but I'm not messing around. I am not messing around this flu season, let me tell you. And I understand that vitamin C doesn't prevent viruses, but it's a psychological thing, okay? Plus, I don't really eat vitamin C in my diet, believe it or not. Like, I mean, I do, but I don't eat oranges. You know, I don't drink orange juice. I don't eat foods, citrus foods with lots of vitamin C in it. That's just because I don't really like them. I drink lemon in my hot water, but that's not enough vitamin C to last this flu season. So these are like horse pills, and I bite them into different pieces in my mouth and then I swallow them that way. But these are great. These are wonderful. Super expensive, but wonderful. And like, I bought this probably 2 years ago, and then now I'm buying another one. So it lasted a pretty long time. But it's 1,000 milligrams, and this brand, well, actually, this doesn't have a gelatin in it, if anybody was curious, or if anybody, I don't really care about it, but like, if anybody cared, and it is considered a vegetarian tablet, even though it doesn't have any, dairy in it. But it has a mix here. It has sweet orange, tangerine, lime, lemon, different types of citrus bioflavonoid complex. So this is the best. My mother uses this. My brother uses this. If my father remembered to take vitamins, he would use this. He's not the vitamin type, okay? He doesn't like the way that they make him feel, and that is true. And that's what I'm going to talk about towards the end. But yes, but these are great. I recommend getting this flu season. Splurge. How much? I think it was $20 for that bottle. Yes, it was $20 for this. And how many are in here? It's $180, which doesn't seem like that much, but like I'm telling, like this lasted me for like 2 years. I don't know. So yeah, so that's what I get. So usually these are about like $7 to $8 for the store brand. And then I think this was around like $6. So pretty low. It was just, this was the big kahuna. And usually that's what ends up happening when I order from Vitamin Shoppe. Like, especially if I get like a protein shake mix. Like I love the raw protein unflavored. That's my favorite one. And it's about $30. But again, like it lasts a pretty long time. So that's what I got. But before we end this video about vitamins, yes, I advocate for taking vitamin C during this flu season. If you're a student, do B complex. I need B12, so that's why I take B12. But like if you're a student and you're not on a plant-based diet, you could probably benefit from B complex. That's what my father takes. And like I said, my father doesn't necessarily like vitamins, and I don't blame him, because like if I take like my vitamin C and I take the probiotic and I take a charcoal pill, I do feel crummy, because it's just like all this guck and it just like goes in your stomach, and it's like it doesn't digest right away. So I actually take my vitamins at night instead of in the morning. So that way when I do feel crummy after taking a vitamin C, it happens like initially after, okay? So like if I take it and I feel kind of crummy, or there's like stuff in my throat, all that guck, like then I fall asleep, you know? The only one I don't think I take before bed is clearly the ginseng stay awake one, but like that's not, you know, I don't take that one every day. So there you go. I guess that's the story, friends. Vitamins. Yeah. Stay healthy. You know, do whatever you can to like stay healthy. And if taking vitamins, you know, you can get the gummy vitamin C. If that makes you feel invincible, then go for it. Because that's like kind of the idea that I'm coming across. Chemically, medically speaking, I only need probiotic and B12. I do not need any of these other ones. But some of them make life a lot easier, and some of them make me feel a lot stronger. And that's the moral of the story. So, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys later. Bye!